Today on the channel for WWE Mattel Elite Series 106, we got the Usos.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Elite 106 unboxing and review. And today on the channel we got a 2-for-1. We're Uso crazy for the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. But for all your Uso figure needs and a whole lot more, make sure you hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And Uso Mania in 2023. A lot of different elites, top picks, basics, and then of course ultimates. So of course we've all remembered the ultimate Ringside collectible exclusives in 2023. A lot of people picked that one up, and a lot of people are saying, do I need the ultimates or am I good with these brand new elites? I guess we might find out a little bit later in this video. Of course we'll do some comparisons to those later on, but of course let's do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. Let's take a look at the packaging. Let's talk about it. Let's unbox it. Let's talk about it. Let's see where it goes from there. We're going to start it off with which one? Where are we starting? We're starting with Jay Uso, main event Jay Uso, in the red in happier times, more struggling times. I don't know what we would call this, but this is when he was wearing the all-red attack. Now, currently on Monday Night Raw, wearing the all-blue attack with the old yeet going on. And I don't know what a yeet is. I don't want to know what a yeet is, but he's yeeting all over the place. It's a wild time over there on Monday Night Raw, and I'll be there as I'm filming this Monday. I'll be there. Look for me. I'll be down low. I might even be on TV. Who knows? You never know where you might see me next. But there he is. Old Jay Uso looking only like a Jay Uso could look. WWE logo. Jay Uso. There he is. A smiling face. Elite WWE. There he is over there. A little bit angry. A little angry right there is what he's got going on. Jay Uso, he's certified authentic. He is a part of the elite. There he is. And then on the back, we got the big old cross sell down low. Of course, we're unboxing all these on the channel. And at the very end, we're going to rank them from my least favorite to my favorite. So stay tuned for that. And we will also knock out the Pallbearer Chase Edition in that very video. We got the tail of the tape. We got the blurb. We got the glamour shot. We got a lot of fun. Let's see what Jay Uso is up to today. From San Francisco, California. When you're there, say hello to Super 7, I guess. Height 6'2", 242 pounds. Finisher, the 1D. Not quite to the 3D, but the 1D is what we got. The right-hand man accepted Sami Zayn as part of the bloodline at Survivor Series War Games. Uniting them is an unstoppable brotherhood. Career highlights: undisputed WWE Tag Team Champion, SmackDown Tag Team Champion, Raw Tag Team Champion. Dare we say, like a young Chad Gable, is he a tag team specialist? I think the verdict plays out, yes, he is a tag team specialist. There you go. But will he ever get the Intercontinental title? Will he ever get the World title? I guess we'll see what happens there. I can see him maybe contesting for the Intercontinental title one of these days. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic Prison. Of course, he's got clip ties locking him in like a young Todd McFarlane, and Todd absent from the couch today, unfortunately. Always good when Todd McFarlane's here. He just not going to be here for these wrestling unboxings. He doesn't want to support the wrestling. For whatever reason, Todd must not be a wrestling fan. I know a lot of people have always said, man, I wish McFarlane would get the wrestling license. Man, stranger things have happened. You never know what might happen in the future, I guess. But let's get old Jay Uso out of the package. Oh my gosh, these fingers and hands. So tough to get out of the package sometime. There we go. We're almost there. There it is. And there it is. And crunch, crunch, crackle, crackle. See you later. Goodbye. All right, Jay Uso out of the package. He's ready to fight. He's ready to yeet all over the place once again. We'll see what happens there. But hands, let's talk about them. Gripping hands here. A little interesting white tape on some of the fingers here. Two gripping hands. Seen those before. We'll see them again. Same kind of paint on this hand here, but we're the ones right here. You the twos. We know how that goes. We got the two one hands going up high, and then we do get down to Jay Uso doing the old Jay Uso thing. I don't know what Jay Uso's been doing. He's got those little white spots. It doesn't look like gray hair, and I think that's what they're going for. It always looks like he had a powdered donut. He had a beautiful Entenmann's powdered donut. Got it all in his beard. big mess, and then they said, hey, it's time to film your promo, Jay, and he's got all this in there. Or, I don't know if it's a plate of cocaine. It could be a plate of cocaine. I'm not sure who he's hanging out with these days. Most likely it is, though, of course, a powdered donut got in his beard. But I know what they're going for with the gray. It just truly does look like a powdered donut. They need to go back to it there, or leave the gray out of it until it's all gray. I don't know, but that does take it down a notch for me. It just looks a little strange. For me, maybe you're different, but for me, it does look a little strange. Got the teeth showing on there. He's doing a little of that mean mugging going on. Of course, short hair. Beautiful rat tail, though, that would make the 80s blush, of course, especially dyeing it red. A very interesting look. But, yeah, Jey Uso. I'm used to Jey Uso figures now from Mattel that I feel like I know, okay, this is Jey. They're finally starting to get their personalities separate from each other. That's been a long thing that WWE's trying to do, and I think it's finally working here. It does look good here. We do got a soft good shirt, of course. We the ones, it does say right on the front. Of course, traditional Velcro, just like we're very accustomed to in the Elite line. We've had many figures, and even in this set, with shirts like this, these soft good shirts, and they always come off and on. Very easy. Always a big fan of those. And then we get that off, and we get down to old Jey, and he's got tattoos upon tattoos there. Got all those Samoan tattoos looking pretty good. Usual body we get for Jey Uso. A lot of stuff we've seen before here. Got the big red arm sleeve going on. Down to the two fists of fury on this one here. Might as well walk through the articulation real quick. And I guess we'll do articulation for both these guys is what we'll do. Arms go all the way around. Bicep cut. Double jointed elbow. Hands back forth side to side. White wrist tape on there as well. Ab crunch. Head back forth side to side. Head's going to be removable. Big ol' Uso splits if you need them. Oh my gosh, not messing around. Thigh cut, of course. Double jointed pinless knees. How about that? And a little skinny in the knees here around without the knee pad. It does look a little skinny, but I am one that definitely appreciates the pinless knees. You know that. Does say Bloodline down the side. And then he's got his Nikes, the Air Force Ones. I wear red Air Force Ones a lot, and I think that's kind of what these are kind of going for there. Very interesting to note. Look at that. We get that ultimate toe articulation. That is very cool right there. So a little bit of ultimate likeness creeping in on this Jey Uso figure. So definitely not bad as far as Jey Usos do go. A good figure and a good alternative for the ringside ultimates. If you don't want to go to ringside or you shop, in stores, things like that, this is a good alternative. It's going to be sold to the Walmarts, Targets, places like that. So old Jey Uso coming in extra hot. But now we got to turn our attention over to Jimmy Uso, who may shine a little bit brighter than Jey as we see some new technology in the Mattel Elite line with some of this hair stuff. And we're going to see a lot more of that in 107, the Monday Night Wars, and other lines this year. So we'll see how that goes. But Jey Uso is done. Now we turn our attention over here to Jimmy. Jimmy looking good. The little window box, WWE, Jimmy Uso. Little mean mugging shot over there, of course. And then you got WWE logo, Elite logo at the top. Series 106, mean mugging on the side. Certified authentic, Elite, Jimmy Uso. On the back, the cross-sell is still there, of course. Tail of the tape, you got the blurb, you got the glamour shot. Let's see what it says about our old friend, Jimmy Uso. From San Francisco, California, 6'3", 251 pounds. Finisher, of course, going to be the 1D. At Survivor Series War Games, Jimmy Uso showed Kevin Owens and the Brawling Brutes why they the twos and the Bloodline's the ones. Oh my gosh. Career highlights: undisputed WWE Tag Team Champion, SmackDown Tag Team Champion, Raw Tag Team Champion. Lends me to believe, once again, we got another tag team specialist on our hands. There you go. See you later. Goodbye. Very interesting with this extra hair going on here. Extra hands, extra hair, all kinds of stuff. And then, of course, he is locked in, once again, like a young Todd McFarlane toy here. All locked in all there. Let's see. There we go. Got him out. Got this little hair piece out, and interesting. Is it a wig? Are they saying that he wears a wig normally? I don't know what's going on here. We're going to get down to it. We're going to get down to the hands first, though, of course, as we always do. Pop those one hands. Always difficult. See you later. Goodbye. All right, hands. We're seeing the same ones we saw with his brother. We got 2 one hands up there. They are the ones, of course, as we know. And then we get a fist and a gripping hand, the alternate of these. Very interesting. We didn't get the tag team titles with these guys here, which I believe, which this does depict. They should have had the tag team championships. Not exactly sure what's going on with that one there. But now we get old Jimmy Uso out. I thought he had some crazy red earrings going on. But in the hair here, he's got a little bit of red, kind of colored red on the end, and then, of course, all the ends on the back. But it almost, at first glance, looks like crazy big hoop earrings going on for him. Definitely a different look from his brother. I think they, like I said earlier, they're finally separating these two out. I think he does look good. Got the teeth showing just like his brother did as well. Got the beard without, of course, the powdered sugar going on. He does got the lay over the top, and very interesting. Once again, we get one with one and not another one with the other brother. Not sure exactly how that works out, but an interesting look. Now, the hair should, yes, okay, it's just removable. You pop that hair off just like that, and you can see what he looks like if he was bald, if you want to. But then you pop this hair. I'm going to pop this lay off there, and I'm going to pop this hair piece on. It's coming down to it. We got to choose our own hair adventure. We've been choosing our own hand adventure for so long. It's tough, but now we're going to be choosing our own hair adventure. I can't believe this. A little less wild in the hair department. I am not sure which way I want to go in the hair department here, but I like the option as well as it's a little confusing option. And I guess hardcore Uso fans, you buy two of this figure, you put different hair on each one, you put different hands on each one, you have one with a shirt on, one with the shirt off. You could really smoke and mirrors these guys into two different separate figures if you wanted to here. But very interesting. This is new technology for the Mattel line in 2024. Like I said, we're going to continue to see this in the Elite line, the Monday Night Wars line. Very interesting as they keep changing some things. Now, me personally, I would like to see Mattel address the ankles. Would like to get a little bit more ankle articulation, better articulation there, if they could improve something in the articulation department, because I think you get a lot more dynamic poses, similar to Marvel Legends, things like that, for a lot of people that do that kind of stuff, figure photographers, you name it. So that would be one thing on my list, my wish list, and it is Christmas season after all. But getting down to this one here, we talked about the head. Once again, you get the We the One shirt, a lot of reuse with that one. And then, of course, you do get the pants and the shoes down here, the exact same everything going on. So you get a lot of reuse here. You do get the opposite bloodline on the opposite sides. That is really the only difference in the legs and the shoes between these two. Even get the toe articulation down here, which you know I'm a big fan of that old toe articulation. Don't need to walk through the articulation on this one, as we already did it earlier over here. But very similar. Of course, the top, or the torso and the arms, very similar. Once again, different tattoos, though. So there is that difference there. And I guess we'll check, does he fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand? And what do you know? Jimmy Uso fits on a stand. I figured he probably would. But definitely interesting. I think right now, as of now, I'm leaning on this, the original hair sculpt on him. But you can't go wrong either way. If you're a Jimmy and Jay Uso fan, there's no doubt there. But the Usos riding again. Happier times for the Uso family. There's no doubt about it, but it is what it is. Sometimes these tag teams break up. Brothers fight. I'm sure they will have a great reunion here in a couple of years, and they'll set all kinds of records, win the tag titles. It writes itself. That's wrestling at the end of the day. But there's the Usos 106. Compared to some other Usos, we got some of the other ones that we've had over the last year here. I believe, Top Picks, SummerSlam, I think is what these two were. Separated up on these two. But we got those. And then, of course, probably the best Uso figures. Obviously, they are the Ultimates. They better be pretty good. Those two looking really good. Now, people could switch some of the stuff between these two if you wanted to, including heads. So those that don't get all kind of OCD about things like I do, you could really mix and match these figures to really make two sets of perfect Usos to you if you wanted to. But Uso crazy, as we said at the top. A lot of Uso figures this year. And, of course, might as well put the Tribal Chief right in the front, especially during these happier times for the Bloodline. Looking really good right here. So not a bad day at the office for these two Usos. I think they will be very popular. A lot of people will want these. Uso Mania Sweep of the Nation still to this day. There's no doubt about it. But what say you? You picking up these two? You passing on these two? You playing the long game on these two? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And, of course, don't forget to subscribe to this very YouTube channel. Don't forget to like this video. And don't forget to check out the old Patreon channel for early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, pizza reviews, and best of all, you do support the channel, and you do get both channels' videos early as a member of the Patreon. You can also, of course, support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. The _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for the Usos, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.